Fun fact. There is nothing better on this earth than when a wrestler returns from being gone for an extended period of time.
That is scientifically proven.
Yeah, so that's what we're here to do today. I'm going to give you the top 6 wrestling returns of all time. Not my subjective list, the actual top 6.
There's no debate here.
Right.
So don't even leave comments. Don't even think about liking this video. Don't you dare subscribe, because none of that is needed. This is a list of objective facts. Just take it in.
Drink it in, man.
And we'll give you the top 6 wrestling returns of all time, starting with number 6. John Cena returns at Money in the Bank.
Now the whole world.
He had recently brought the fans back in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
This is like post-COVID.
Yeah.
They went well over a year without any fans, with the exception of WrestleMania 37, which was like
outdoor Tampa, Florida somewhere.
Yeah, and it was only like quarter capacity or something like that. So technically that counts. But when they started touring again, I think they were in Texas, and Roman Reigns won, of course. You know, this was during his big title reign. He gets on the mic and he says, "Now the whole world can acknowledge me." Cena's music hits, and it was kind of like, you know, the battle of the two biggest stars, because Cena hadn't been around for a while.
Yeah.
At least since WrestleMania 36. And for me, it was cool because up until then, you know, Cena's last 10 years, he'd been very much like half cheered, half booed. This felt like he finally kind of broke through into like legendary status, where 100% of that crowd was all about it, and blew the roof off. And as like a little added Easter egg, he threw up the NWO, because the last time we saw him was in the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a callback to that, which was pretty cool. They totally sold it. Cole is just in like a legendary run right now. He's just like, oh my god, Cena's here! And then McAfee's like, where?
It's so good.
I know, just off the cuff. Like, that couldn't have been planned. He's just so good. Where?
It's too funny. Yeah. Oh, man. Nice number 6. John Cena returning at Money in the Bank 2021.
The 5th greatest wrestling return of all time. The Rock returns 2011. Rock hadn't been around for 7 years. It was only a week that they built up to this. Vince McMahon came out kind of randomly and he just told everyone, there's going to be a guest host of WrestleMania. And people were like, weird. And I think rumor had gotten around that it was going to be like Justin Bieber or something. They put a lot into it. They just one at a time, the lights went out, and then on the screen was like the electricity, and then if you smell, and then people went crazy. You want to talk about not missing a beat on the mic. He was sharp, he was funny, cut a killer promo, and kind of called out Cena, and people were like, oh my god. It's kind of like Cena Reigns, but before Reigns, it was, you know, Rock Cena. So
That is a great one. Was that the first time they did a WrestleMania host?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like, is this going to be a wrestler? Is it going to, like, what even is it going to be? I think that was like the perfect pick for it.
Yeah. 4th greatest wrestling return, Bray Wyatt returns at Extreme Rules 2022. First and foremost, R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. He was maybe my favorite creative mind in the history of wrestling. Nobody did it like he did.
He's got the whole...
This build up to his return, everybody wanted it, and they had like the little Easter eggs with all of his Firefly Funhouse puppets kind of appearing in the background of different backstage segments. You know, Extreme Rules goes off the air, or so you think, and then they start, you know, showing the puppets in the crowd.
In his hands, he's got the whole...
So it was like each little thing made you go, holy shit, holy shit. And then it escalated, just like never seen a return quite like that one.
You know, the Rock return and the John Cena return are kind of just like these hype moments. But the theatricality of everything Bray Wyatt did, including when he returned, with just so much integration of like visual stuff, characters, builds in a way that's not the same as a wrestling theme. Like you hear those first few notes for John Cena, the electricity, and then The Rock's music, that gets you pumped. But Bray's was his characters, these like weird tie-ins and Easter eggs. It's very unique.
100%.
Yeah.
So we're halfway there. Do you have any favorites? Doesn't matter because this is
This is the objective list. You're right.
Right. So the third greatest wrestling return, the Hardy Boys return at WrestleMania 33.
Oh, that's a good one.
What? Oh my! You gotta be kidding me!
And I love this one because the New Day came out, and you were like, wait a minute. And if you're a wrestling nerd like me, you'd read a thing or two about maybe the Hardys are there, so this would have been the spot for them. But then New Day kind of pulled the red herring and made you think it was going to be them that entered.
Yeah.
That this ladder match has now become a fatal four-way!
Fatal four-way. People are like,
Still as excited though.
yeah. You're like, cool, New Day. What makes it so high is they not only returned in cool fashion, but they came out and put on a hell of a match and won the tag title.
Twist of fate from the top of the ladder!
We got the classic Swanton Bomb off the top of a super high ladder.
The thrill seeker! Swan! Pod! Bomb!
Because it's not a Jeff Hardy match unless he jumps off something high. So from just the build up to the theme hitting and the pop and then the match that followed, kind of the trifecta.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts is actually of that return was how much the New Day sold it, and they were into it. I just remember like Xavier Woods with his trombone.
Team Extreme is back! Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys are here!
The second greatest return of all time, CM Punk Survivor Series 2023. I never thought it would happen. I thought it was just going to be one of those Dr. Dre detox albums.
Yeah.
The rumors were there, but the rumors have been there for a decade. They announced Randy CM Punk return.
True, yeah.
Survivor Series is about to go off the air, and if you're a wrestling fan, you've seen the video. Just when that first initial scratch sound.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, they're not gonna. No. And it wasn't until you actually saw him come out. I get the chills just thinking about it. It was that big of a deal.
Yeah, that was, I would agree. I was the biggest CM Punk fan during like the Cena Summer of Punk run. And when he left, respected him for leaving and being like, I'm really not happy here. I'm leaving, I'm not coming back. And I was like, he's really not going to come back because this is a dude that like, when he makes a decision, he's like, I feel like he's a stubborn dude about stuff. And I was like, I don't care how much things have changed. He's probably never going to come back. Because it's not like he just said like, I don't like Vince. It was like his doofus son-in-law is going to take over. Triple H is in charge now. So I really didn't think it was going to happen, but it really did.
It really did. And I think he's still got a lot left in the tank if he can stay healthy. And I just can't wait to see what kind of mic battles and actual in-the-ring battles he can get in with just this fresh new roster for him. The number one greatest wrestling return of all time. The old Stone Cold returns to save Team WWF.
Stone Cold! Oh, he's talking! He's walking! The heel.
Stone Cold is a heel. For me, I was young, but it just wasn't working. And I feel like a lot of people felt that. They just wanted the old Stone Cold to come back. And the invasion angle was a perfect time to play into that. Team WCW or the Alliance kind of infiltrating and taking out the other WWF guys. And the whole story was they need the old Stone Cold. They don't need the, suck up to Vince McMahon, play guitar, be silly Stone Cold. They need the old Stone Cold. So they built up to it a whole episode of Raw. They showed him in the bar, kind of conflicted. Pulls up in the truck and you're like, JR totally sold this thing. He was like, there's too many WCW and ECW guys, we're outnumbered. And then the glass shatters and place erupts. The number one greatest return of all time.
There you go. I've got nothing more to add because what could I? This list is objective fact. Chris is just reporting on it.
It's from right here.
Yeah.
This is the golden Bible of lists.